All right, guys, like I told you before, I'm on the move. I'm at a conference, so I'm doing this video on the go. Hope you enjoy it. So you should have your syllabus in front of you now. Let's get started. So this is Oakwood University's LEAP Fall 2015 syllabus course. Course syllabus, sorry. Once again, my name is John Ruffin. Away on assignment here in Illinois. Very beautiful city that you guys see. Actually, my hotel is on a lake. If you were to look this way, there is a lake. That whole area right there is a lake. And my hotel is actually on the lake, which is really nice. So office location, I do not have an office location, and hours are by appointment only. As far as contact, the best contact way to contact me is through email. That is the fastest way to contact me, through email. I've provided 2 emails, my personal email, also my Oakwood email. They both go to my phone, so I usually respond very quickly. So my personal email is jpruffin@att.net, and my Oakwood email is jruffin@oakwood.edu. All right, so credit hours are 3 credit hours. This class is on Thursdays from 6 to 10. Prerequisite to get in this class is taking General Psych 101, and the book is Theories of Personality, the 10th edition. I'm not sure if any of the other editions have everything that we're going to cover, but the 10th edition is where the PowerPoints are based off of. And we'll talk a little bit about the PowerPoints in a minute. Okay, so the course description. This course is a study of the main theories of personality constructs with consideration of the essential ingredients of healthy attitudes and behavior patterns. So that's very important. I mean, we talked a little bit about personality and what theories of personalities is going to look like. But our goal is to help you find the essential ingredients of healthy attitudes and behaviors. You know, it's your attitudes that will predict behavior. If you have a terrible attitude, 9 times out of 10, your behavior is going to follow. So we're going to talk a little bit about how attitude, and also a healthy attitude, and also healthy behaviors can help develop a healthy self. Sorry about the background noise, guys. Like I said, I'm doing these videos kind of on the fly while I'm at a conference. Just want to make sure that I get all this information in. Okay, so statement of understanding. Certain learning activities are included in this course to provide opportunities for students to explore biblical themes that address faith in the context of the discipline studied. The class is designed to provide freedom of thought and debate within the environment and inform students of Christian values and choices that reflects the university mission. So this is talking about integration of faith. I've worked in a lot of secular environments and some spiritual environments, but I'm going to tell you, you do not want to neglect the spiritual self. We talk about having the physical, emotional, social, and cognitive aspects of an individual. No, I'm sorry, physical, mental, social, emotional aspect of the individual. But a lot of times the spiritual gets neglected. You can't really be a healthy you if you're not looking at things from a spiritual point of view. So we want to make sure that we incorporate that, and I also encourage conversation in class. First of all, it's a 4-hour class, so we don't want it to be boring. Second is, like I said before, learning takes place as we discuss and reason with each other. You know, even God says, you know, come, let's reason together. You know, the God of the universe who knows everything wants to reason with us. Okay, so students' learning outcomes. These are the things that you should learn coming out of this class. Students will be able to recognize primary methods of research and ethics in personality development. Students will be able to identify the major perspectives, theories of schools of thought that have influenced personality theories. Students will be able to track personality development from birth to old age. Students will be able to recognize the influence of personality development in psychological health, predetermined behavioral patterns, and individual personalities. Students also theories and concepts important to the development of self-concept, self-perception, self-preservation, self-esteem will be determined by students. So we'll talk a little bit more about how these things can benefit the self itself. Students will learn the major components and assessment tools to analyze personality. So what types of lecturing or what types of strategies will I use? Of course, I'll use lecturing, small group discussion, oral presentation, class activities, quizzes, online tools. We'll even have an exam. We'll talk a little bit about that a little later on. But ultimately, I want to have a whole gamut, an eclectic view of how to approach everybody's learning style. So we'll do a lot of things. We might incorporate a lot of technology like videos, do some really fun things. I was even thinking about Skyping in some real live people, people who act out certain personality traits and let you kind of see them from a counselor point of view, just to give you a whole different perspective. So I hope these 5 classes, these 5 weeks, are very fun and learning and educational at the same time. Okay, course requirement, you must be financially cleared. Please make sure that you handle that, but it is expected that all financial obligations are met to attend this class. Attendance, being that this is 5 weeks and even one of these weeks are going to be online, so that shouldn't be difficult for you when it comes to attendance. Oh yeah, by the way, our second letter is going to be A. Second letter is A. Thought I forgot. All right, so attendance. Regular punctual attendance is required. According to this, you have to have no more absences than there are credit hours. So that means that you really can't afford to miss a class. If you have a life and death situation or a medical emergency, you definitely want to come in and give me, the proper excuses that we're going to need. But I definitely need you guys to work on maintaining your attendance here in this class. It's only 5 classes, 5 weeks. So I think that's very doable. But please contact me immediately if there's for some reason why you're not able to make it to a class. All right, class conduct. Students are expected to exhibit behaviors that are appropriate for the learning environment. They are expected to show respect for the instructor, their classmates, and themselves. No profanity, vulgarity will be tolerated. Students are expected to abide by the standards of dress set forth by the university. I'm assuming that you guys are adults. Probably most of you probably going to be older than me. So I am not going to be policing students. However, I do expect you to act in a professional manner. Also, I think the thing that's probably most important is students have an opinion. Their opinions are their opinions and need to be respected. You don't have to agree, but they do need to be respected. And I'm going to expect that you give the respect due to those who are willing to speak in class and talk and give and share their opinion. We will dialogue about them together, but respect needs to be shown. All right. Assignments, the student is responsible for the completion of all assignments, whether present or absent at the time the assignment is given. Honesty, students are expected to demonstrate academic honesty in all work produced for this course. Guys, I'm gonna tell you, this is probably a pet peeve of mine. Being the first year I ever taught, I had someone actually try to copy off, I thought it was high school when I did it, you know, actually copy off the next person's test, and then argue about not doing it right then and there. And that person actually failed that class due to having, having cheated. So it's really important that you be as honest and do your work. You really have to work hard to fail this class. So as long as you're doing the work and you're giving an honest effort, there's a very good chance that you will pass. So let your work shine and not someone else's, and also allow yourself the honor of, being an honest and working hard for what you get. All right. D2L is going to be very essential to our learning. A lot of stuff is going to be on there. I'm going to do discussion boards that are going to be a part of your class participation. I love feedback. Feedback helps give me more insight in how to reach you guys and teach you guys. Disabilities. If a student has a disability or a difference in learning styles that needs special accommodation, please notify me as soon as you can, or you can also go to Health Services and contact the disabilities coordinator. Her name is Grace Arnold. She's really good and will help you with that process. Okay, there's a research paper and a final presentation. The research paper is going to be, you'll be able to pick one of the chapters, one of the topics, one of the theories, and you're going to write a research paper on it. The research paper needs to be in APA style, and it needs to be a minimum of 5 pages and a maximum of 10. Okay, that research paper is going to be important because you're going to make a presentation at the end of class, at the end of the 5 weeks, based off your research paper. So this is something that you want to get started really soon. The research papers are going to be due the Monday before the last class. The reason that's important is I would like to let you guys know where your stand is in the class as early as possible. You'll submit this on D2L, and what it will do is give me the opportunity to let you see where you're at, and so that you will be able to decide if you want to go after the bonus. Yes, I do give bonuses. I'm going to give you the bonus ahead of schedule so that you don't have to come to me and ask, what can I do to bring my grade up? Because your grade is going to be your grade. I usually stick to what it is, just to be genuine, be fair to you and to your classmates. So I offer bonuses. I let you know what the bonus is going to be in the beginning of the class, and then we go from there. Okay, same thing with your final presentation. That will be due the night of the last class. And you'll also have to put it on D2L as well. So my evaluation methods, the quizzes are going to be 20-point, research papers 30 points, discussion board is 20-point, research paper presentation is 20 points, and class participation is 10. I'm going to do a bonus exam. It's going to be a final exam. It's actually going to replace your 5th quiz, if you so choose, based on your grades, and it will be worth 10% of your grade. And I'm also going to offer a 2-point overall bonus for the completion of the survey. So that could help everyone. Anyone can take that. You know, you could be at an 89 and those 2 points can put you to a 91 and give you an A. So you want to make sure that you prepare to do the survey at the end of the 5 weeks. I think it's actually due right around the 4th week. All right, so the grading scale is your normal grading scale. 90 to 100 is an A, 80 to 90 is a B, 70 to 79 is a C, 60 to 69 is a D, and an F is everything below. Just something really to point out about our course schedule. Tonight we're going to try to cover, in this presentation, we're going to cover the first 3 chapters. But if you notice, I've assigned the next 3 chapters for reading, 4, 5, and 6. And the reason that is that I want you to come to class prepared. I want you to be able to discuss the chapters online. The PowerPoints are already there, so you can use those as your guide as you study to get your points, but also write down your questions. You want to challenge me, but you also want to challenge yourself to really engage in what this book is trying to get over to you. So just kind of look at that. Remember, we're always going to give assignments 3 chapters ahead. I want you to review those chapters and be ready to discuss on our second week. Additional information, the syllabus can change at my discretion. And that is because, you know, things change. So if there's for any reason the syllabus needs to change, I will let you guys know verbally. And if it's really important, I'll let you know in writing. Last but not least, before we end this part, just want to let you know that I expect there's at the end of this syllabus, there is an acknowledgement that you received the syllabus. I want you to sign it, date it, and bring it into class next Thursday. Okay? Make sure you have that. All right, I'm going to pause. What I want you to do now is I want you to pull up the PowerPoint for chapter 1. I'm going to pause. I want you to pull up chapter 1, and then I'll be right back with you.